Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
New at Asham, load up and go with our redesigned curling broom bag on wheels. This bag's all-terrain heavy-duty wheels glide with ease. Its solid construction is durable and fits all your curling gear. Check out our website at asham.com.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canada Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canada Inn's. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadainns.com.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon & Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, the experts at McMahon & Yates make sure that you have everything you need for your next project, all delivered right to your door. McMahon & Yates. Make it better.
From small towns to big cities, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your chicken choice, and pizza choice, and salad choice, and so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon & Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, McMahon & Yates. Make it better.
Today's sponsor,
Welcome to the Brandon Curling Club in Brandon, Manitoba. This is the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships. And we are about to see a great matchup here between Team BUCHALTER, Team Riley BUCHALTER, because her sister is also skipping a team in this event over on another sheet actually tonight. And they will be playing against Team Samantha Eagles. And to get us going, we have Anae McCormick playing lead for Team Eagles. My name is Jill Officer, and I'm joined by Sean Taylor to bring you the action tonight. This is a C qualifier in a triple knockout format, so there's 2 games on the ice this evening, both C qualifiers trying to get into the playoff round of this Junior Women's Provincial Championship. On the other sheet, as I mentioned, it's now I might mispronounce this one, Carrie's BUCHALTER sister over there, and she has one of the other BUCHALTERs on that team, and they are playing against Julia Van Rysel.
A real family affair this weekend.
Yes. Well, curling tends to be a family affair, generally speaking. How did you get involved in curling?
Basically because my mom and dad were doing it.
Exactly.
So.
Same here.
Yeah.
I think we're trying to change that a little bit in our sport, trying to open up the doors for people who aren't typically hanging around a curling club while they're growing up. So.
And that's always a challenge, just trying to get younger kids involved. It would be really nice if we could get them involved in the school programs and get that going. I know, 100 years ago when I was in high school and even elementary school, that was part of our phys ed program.
Yep. Yes.
Now, a little different sometimes growing up in a small town, but that's where a lot of people were exposed to different sports. And be nice to see that happen again, but,
yes,
we don't see that too often.
This is the second for BUCHALTER, Audrey Despens.
Mine's good.
This team curls out of the Heather Curling Club in Winnipeg.
Just sliding right now. Run pretty good. Okay, doesn't grab anything. Oh. 13-8.
Well, 13-8, that's thrown a little bit heavier than what we were seeing last game, Jill. It was around that 14-5 number for a draw. So
yeah, maybe even a little bit better in some spots. So 13-8 is definitely not sticking around the house. As we take a look at the second for Team Eagles, Emerson Urquhart. Emerson actually just from south of Brandon in Killarney, but plays with this team out of Winnipeg and the Elmwood Curling Club. This Eagles team has been part of a team program with Curl Manitoba this year, and Emerson comes in every second week from Killarney to Winnipeg. And in the previous 2 years, had traveled every week from Killarney to Winnipeg for the high performance program.
That's definitely some commitment.
That is, yes.
Single rock just sitting out in the edge of the 8-foot, being a nose hit.
Pretty open end here to start the game.
Some really nice throws so far, nice and clean. They've been making the nose hits that they've been wanting, both teams. So,
you and I were talking in the game earlier today about how there was a lot of hits and rolls out, and the teams weren't doing a great job of managing that weight control and their releases and reading the ice, and there was a lot of hits and rolls out, especially on the high side, and that was costing them a lot. So. So far, we've seen some really good control of weight and sweeping here.
Yep. And that's the thing. They're throwing just a nice kind of control to normal type of weight, so it's not getting away from them, and be able to throw it nice and clean.
Shyla Johnson.
There we go, another nose hit. 2 more of those and there won't be a rock in the house.
Yes. Someone's going to need to roll to the middle. Now, I asked purposely how to say the name of this third, and so I'm going to try because I asked. And it's Amélie Léger. I think that's close.
I think you did pretty close.
Yes, yes.
Definitely.
Léger. Yes.
10. Yeah.
Interesting here, Samantha's switching up the turn.
That is. Especially when they've seen basically all the rocks come down the same spot. So.
Especially, she may be hesitant to play the other turn because they're getting so close to being out of the house. So maybe she feels there's more room to roll this way. But I think I'd be tempted to play the same turn that we just played and take a touchless ice.
Exactly.
Hard curl. Okay, no.
She got the roll, but again, didn't come over quite as far as she thought. And could be just a factor of, not really playing that turn down that spot and had a little bit too much ice to get the roll and stick around in the house.
Top 4. Same spin.
Good opportunity here for Riley now. Have that chance to throw a draw in the first end. They do get a pregame practice, but sometimes once you're in the actual game situation, it's nice to get one under your belt.
For sure.
That's not bad. Right here, top 4. Where? Running. He's fine. And don't touch it. 14.
Looks like her weight isn't too bad. It's probably going to slide back 8, back 12, but I think it'll stick around.
Just, yep.
10? I think we're going to need a little bit more. At the back. Okay. Yeah, 10.
So this is Samantha's first full year of skipping, I believe. Yes, it is.
Yep.
I think if we roll like
But Sam and Emerson and Shyla have been together this is their second year together. And A actually just joined the team 3 weeks ago.
That is a recent addition.
Yes, there is a player they had that decided that they couldn't make the commitment anymore, and they picked up an A.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Hard. You gotta go hard. Hard for a piece. Hard.
I think she must have just got that one going a little bit.
Yep. She called sweepers on pretty early, so.
Over curls. Yeah, curls so much. Let's try that again.
Another chance to redeem herself on the draw that we talked about being an opportunity for her. So try to take a little bit of speed off.
Just top 8.
See where that's starting to come across the center line as well. It'll again slide to the back. Hit and stick there. We'll give her shot rocks. So.
She could choose to draw, given that those are both behind the tee. She feels more comfortable with the hits.
Well, it's basically the same hit that she just threw, so
yep, definitely.
Probably fairly comfortable. She thought she had the ice in the right spot, just overdrew, so looks like she's got kind of similar ice to what she did last time. I think the key will be how quickly it gets to that center line and starts moving off of there.
Put hair down.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, whoa. Curl.
Clean.
I think she probably looks okay.
Yep.
It is right on the nose.
Yep, very good shot there by Samantha Eagles to get a point on the board. Forced to a single with the hammer in the first end, and they'll take a 1-0 lead. And we'll be right back for end number 2.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
New at Asham, load up and go with our redesigned curling broom bag on wheels. This bag's all-terrain heavy-duty wheels glide with ease. Its solid construction is durable and fits all your curling gear. Check out our website at asham.com.
Welcome back to the Brandon Curling Club in Brandon, Manitoba for the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincials. You're watching a C qualifier between Team Samantha Eagles and Team Riley BUCHALTER. Eagles team drawing into the house and BUCHALTER electing to hit.
Top 4.
Pretty simple strategy here to start the game, Sean.
It is. Not taking too many chances. They're coming right into the house and seem content with kind of just playing shot for shot for a little bit here.
Back 4. Just leave it. Line's fine.
Yeah, it's back.
It's probably back 12. 13-3. Yeah. Shake that one off.
Just threw a little more than her first one. She had really good speed on her first one, and
Same as your draw.
Megan Legatti now getting a chance to draw.
It's nice.
Whoa, wait only.
It's not gonna move.
It's really moving, yep. Right here. Right here, make sure. It's all you. 14-6. Good.
So 14-6, pretty consistent to what we've seen in the other games.
The sweepers did a really good job of managing the weight on that.
You got it, Em.
Okay, no. Yep.
Control.
There's that red one sitting in the back that they just have to be a little bit mindful of.
You've been throwing pretty good.
It looks harmless.
It does, but you never know. It can come into play and the rock will just kind of spin back into the rings.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Off. Off. Yep. Off. Whoa. Clean. Good.
Really nice hit.
You love those on and off calls as a sweeper.
You know that it's fairly close.
Yes.
So.
Yup. No. No. Curl. 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 Good catch.
There we go. Let's get away from that edge and we'll get it back over into the center of the ice here.
Yeah, it was nice. Whoa. Close, yep. Whoa, clean. Just clean.
I will say these two teams are doing a very good job of playing
Good.
the hit and stick in these
Yes.
first two ends.
They are.
Because like I said, we were talking earlier about the teams earlier were having a hard time finding a way to stick and managing their weight, and these two teams are doing pretty well with that.
Yep, we've got the ice figured out. The weight's nice. They've been pretty much dead on the nose on most of these.
Shyla just got that one going a little bit. We'll see if they can hold it. Yeah, really good sweeping there
Really
by
good
Ane
sweeping
to
to
hold
hold
that
it.
straight.
I was thinking I made it jinx them just by saying that they've been
Yeah.
hitting things well on the nose, but at least when you're close like that, you've got some room to roll, and it is still staying in the house, which is the nice thing.
Curl. Curl. Keep going, Audrey. Keep going.
Right up, Audrey.
Keep going. Keep going.
Right
keep
up,
going.
Audrey.
Right up. Right up.
Well, they caught it, but spun up, so
Spun out.
that is out now.
Just about ended up as a jam. So.
I would watch it. It looks a bit up. Yeah, top four. Line's fine. Line's fine. Wait only. 14-3.
Oh, this just slides to bite the back 12. Or bite the back 8, depending on how you look at it.
Exactly.
Yep. 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 Right up. Right up. You gotta go. Really gotta go hard.
Trying to
Hard for
hold this
Keith.
one.
Keep going.
It has to stay
Keep going. Keep going.
hitting the center line. And it just curls a little too much. And they nick it and roll out, so chance for Eagles to put a bit of pressure on BUCHALTER.
See, have them looking at two rocks anyways, so just going to throw this up top,
You got Sam.
probably top 4, just by where she indicated with the brush. She wants to be a little bit on the other side of the center line, so it's not a direct run back for two. So
Where is it? Okay, top 4.
Top 12, top 8's good.
Top 4. Even top 12 is fine.
weight looks pretty good on this one,
Curl
Joe.
if you can. Actually, no, straight. Just go straight. 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 Straight.
You might
straight.
have to stay with it
Right
just
here.
to make
Right
sure.
here. Right here. Right here. That's good. Nice.
Yeah, really well judged there by the sweepers too to put that in a good spot.
Control.
Sure, Riley's going to try and come down. Assuming try to hit that just either right on the nose or just off center a little bit, come across the face and hopefully make the double.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yes.
Right up. All the way.
This one's really moving too.
It
Hide,
is.
you guys. Right up.
Don't think she'll get the double, but
No, and she's not
gonna
going to
stick
stick
around
around.
either.
That touchdown, hey? Pull down. Okay.
so you see Samantha try to come back and do pretty much this exact same thing.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where you might want to discuss what you want the other player to throw. Do you want them to throw an open hit, or do you want them to have to draw, full 8-foot for...
Exactly.
And so we just heard Sam say top 8 or biting 8, so that indicates to me that they're trying to force the other team to play a draw on their last one.
That's right. Was any kind of a nose hit in that area, unless you make the double, you're not going to be shot rock. So.
A little bit more. Okay, just leave it.
Well, she was top 4 last time. They're calling a little bit more, so...
Just leave it. Let it die, let it die, let
Felt
it die.
a little bit more out of my hand.
Curl, curl, curl. Curl. Okay, whoa.
Where?
That's good. Good.
Yeah, it's a little deeper than she would have liked. Gives them a chance to hit.
Nose hit here like they've been doing pretty much the rest of the end. We'll give them a 1 point and tie the game up.
Yep.
So both of these games that are being played tonight are the Seaside qualifiers, which winners will move into the Page playoff system tomorrow.
Whoa.
Close. Whoa.
Curl.
Curl.
Curl it, Meg.
Right up. Hard, Megan. Nice.
Little fancy footwork and all's good.
Yes, I think Shyla thought maybe she'd have a chance to sweep it out, but it came up to the nose, and that is a single for her team BUCHALTER, and that will tie the game at 1 after 2 ends of play at the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships. We'll be right back with end number 3.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. The kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union. Building a brighter future together.
New at Asham, the Shore Glide Delivery Aid. Precision, stability, and style all in one. Available with or without Broom Caddy. With its durable design, it's built to last season after season. Check out our website at asham.com.
Welcome back to the Brandon Curling Club and the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships. C qualifier game between Riley BUCHALTER and Samantha Eagles. Tied at 1 after the first two ends. Pretty simple game, pretty straightforward so far. But the forces have come from one miss by each skip. But everyone seems a bit reluctant to put up a guard just yet.
Yeah, they're definitely not taking a lot of chances. And
Hey, just come around, top 8, top 4.
Well, there's a guard.
There we go. There we go.
Line's good, touch wide.
So Megan Legatti's going to try and come around, hopefully set one at least partially buried in the forefoot behind that relatively short yellow guard.
14-2 typically has been a little bit back of the tee.
Hey.
When slows down to be right on the button.
What that is.
Or 11? Would you be more comfortable with an 11? Yeah.
It's pretty easy with only 2 games. But I have logged in here just to make sure it's actually showing up.
Okay, no.
Going to try and get down, hit as much of that rock as she can to try and stay somewhere around the center of the ice.
Hard, you're moving it. Keep going. Hard. Hard, Shyla. Hard.
Unfortunately, just on the outside, got a roll out.
10-7. I think you pushed that one. Oh. It's okay. Just 10-7. Good wait.
Now we'll see if Audrey Desmonds can take advantage of that miss and see if she can tuck it in behind. The girls aren't doing much with it. They're just kind of watching it, so it might be a little warm.
That one will slide right through. So a chance now for Eagles to come around this guard.
Where? Yeah. T-line. Yeah. No,
Call them T-line, so that's
lots of room. Back 8.
looks maybe a little warmer than T-line to me, but
Yeah, I agree.
13-9. I think it'll stay. Might stay.
Yeah, and it will.
all right, you did just hang on.
Yeah.
Just in the back gate, still gives them a chance to to come down and drop one in front of it.
Yeah, I think I would actually be freezing to the back one here, as opposed to just drawing.
I think I would as well.
And the reason for that is that if you leave it up high and you leave it open at all a little bit, it's an opportunity for eagles to tap and roll and sit two.
Sit two covered.
Yes, you gotta go. Okay, you're by.
This is going to be to the back anyway.
Okay, that's fine.
Although they probably should have swept it to just keep it a little bit straighter and onto that back one.
I think they were more on weight, thinking it was a little bit heavy. And again, because they were actually calling T-line or top four as opposed to the back of the house. So.
Yeah, for line, hard line.
This one's really curling. It's going to be on the front, so they'll want to figure out what they can do with this. Or split.
The split actually wouldn't have been bad for eagles here.
Actually, probably a little bit light to make the split anyways.
Sure.
14-9.
Yeah, 14-9, that is definitely a little light for getting to the T-line or back four.
Got some room.
So Emily Lahage will try to take advantage of that. If she can get it in there now, she's got a bunch of staggered rocks up front.
It's all you. Line's great.
Will be a
Line's great.
bit
50.
of a hindrance for eagles.
Curl if you can.
Suck it.
Good throw, Em. 15.
Yeah.
So their Team Eagles just going to peel rather than try to play around with too much in the house.
And I like them peeling from this side, because if they can drive it across the face of their yellow one in the top 12, it might even drive it back towards the pile of rocks in the back or in the forefoot.
Yeah, that's right.
Hard. Okay. Yep.
Roll far on A side.
Hard.
No, that did not work. I don't know who said that, but yeah, it just probably a little tight out of her hand, and they just, they probably could have let it curl up, if anything, at the end. That didn't work out super well. The only bonus, or I wouldn't even call it a bonus, but the only benefit is that they're probably lined up better than they were before.
Right.
It's on less of an angle for them to have to play around with their yellow rocks.
Yep. A little bit of space between the rocks, but I still think they're close enough, like you say, that they can run them back if they need to. It all depends where this one here ends up.
This one looks like it's going to be high, quite high. Maybe over curling a bit. Not too bad.
Not bad. I think it does take that run back away, I think, that you were talking about, because I'm not sure they can get in enough to be able to make it the right way.
So Eagles is going to just go for it now and play a corner freeze, try to get something set up for a future shot.
Yeah. Where? Yeah, gotta be top four. Hard.
The line looks good here for Charlotte Johnson. It's just a matter of weight.
Hard, you got it. Keep going hard. Hard. Go hard. It's a weight. 16-8.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just much too light and really is only a benefit to BUCHALTER right now.
Well, we might see that run back you were talking about earlier. They might have to give that a go, even with like a hack or heavy hack type of weight, just to
for sure.
push it back into so they can get it back into that 4 foot area.
It's fine. This can't afford to be here, guys. Like this out. Like that's a tough spot now. It's running so straight. I don't know. I feel like this is easier for them.
So Riley just talking, I think about the choice of turn,
Right.
feeling like this is an easier side and shot for them to actually get something out of, which is why they've chosen to play this side in this draw. And you also heard her talk about the tolerance, which I loved that she had that conversation with her players.
Exactly.
That shorter's better, they can't be deep.
Yep.
Always Audrey's. Dog break.
And that gives the sweepers an idea of whether they should jump something fairly soon if they think it's a little light, or just wait on it because they can afford to leave it short. It's a really nice shot. It is still sitting out in the open. I mean, there's a chance for an angle run double here.
That's what I was thinking too.
But, they're not always the easiest to make.
No, but I think they got to open up some space to score. So I think they got to move that red one off the button.
I agree, and that angle run is the one that I believe they have to do that with. So.
Yeah, because coming around in corner, freezing that red one doesn't really get them a whole lot.
Yeah, 9-5, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that they can even get that come around draw in there. I don't think it'll move far enough to get there. So this is really their best option right now to be able to move that one off of the button.
Ran this instead. I'd rather remove our own.
Okay.
And open it up this way.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do that instead.
Nope, coach doesn't like that.
I was wondering how long it might take to have a decision on that one. So while they're having a quick chat, let's take a look over on sheet B and the Van Rysel and BUCHALTER game. So 1-1 after 2. They blanked the third end, so they're now playing 4, tied at 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw like 9.
So Amanda Duff, the coach for Team Eagles, just wanted to talk it through a little bit about the choice in running back your own or running back the other one. I could see a pro for each side probably,
right.
But it sounded like Samantha was more comfortable with running their own back.
I think when she does that, she's got to just get by that one yellow of hers in the top 12.
Yeah, it is a little bit more precise of an angle.
Sure.
There's less room for error on this yellow one. I think I probably would have played the red one.
Probably, yeah.
Just then you're getting rid of both of those red ones.
Yeah. Not going to be a mile off of where she wanted to be. There.
Oh, nice shot.
Very nice.
That was about as good as she could do on that. She barely got by that top yellow one.
Yep. But very nice throw. And she seemed confident when she was in there. Even before the coach's discussion, that was what she wanted to throw. And, that's kind of 90% of the game
definitely.
A bit is, as long as you're confident and know what you're throwing.
The only unfortunate part of this is it leaves their yellow one open. It looks like it might barely be shot, but it does leave the yellow one open. So if BUCHALTER hits and rolls underneath on this, it doesn't really make Samantha's last shot a lot easier.
No.
I think if she'd played the double on the reds, she clears the red off the front on that side, clears the one off of the button area, and so even if BUCHALTER tries to play a draw, might still have a shot on either side.
That's right. Leaves are an option.
So fortunately, they didn't get the roll under, and that will leave a draw for Eagles.
That's out. Hairstyle, that's good.
This is a tricky little draw too, because she does have to come fairly close to that guard to be able to get to the edge. She pretty much has to catch an edge of the forefoot.
Yeah, be really close to it. Yeah. Essentially, she needs to bury behind that yellow guard.
That's right. So Samantha's last rock, hoping to get it in to the edge of the forefoot.
Yep. It's all there. Okay, leave it, leave it.
Oop.
Leave it.
Girls are a little concerned about the weight.
Just leave it, just leave it. No!
Tenths of a second.
It's just a little heavy, and she'll slide by, and that'll be a steal of 1 for Riley BUCHALTER here in end number 3 to take a 2-1 lead.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canad Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canad Inns. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon and Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, the experts at McMahon and Yates make sure that you have everything you need for your next project. All delivered right to your door. McMahon and Yates. Make it better.
From small towns to big cities, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your chicken choice. And pizza choice. And salad choice. And so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
'25 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships in Brandon, Manitoba, and a steal of a point by Riley BUCHALTER in that last end after a heavy draw from Samantha Eagles. And we have a score of 2-1.
We saw this time, rather than coming into the rings, we've seen the guard out front.
A purposeful one.
Purposeful one, yes. And so I think we'll see a few more rocks in play this end. And it was a nice come around by the Eagles team.
Yep. Yellow line. Yellow line. Gotta go. Where are we? 3. Yep. All the way. Hard, get it by.
Gonna try and hold it, see if they can get by their own guard.
Okay, split it.
Not quite.
That works.
Well, they just rolled it in. Makes Samantha have to deal with it.
Hitting rolling.
You definitely don't want it leave it sitting there, so this hit and roll is a really good shot. hopefully get in and partially bury this one. Not sure you want to fully bury it behind the red one. You want to leave it staggered a little bit.
Curl. Always curl. Always curl. Hard curl. Hard curl.
And he just got a little wide on this one.
Hard curl. You got to get it by this one. Hard curl. 10-1. Sorry.
Okay. Just play like back 8, back 12. Sit and just push it back.
Just playing heavy draw at this, so I can't see a ton of it.
Heavy draw will get them an opportunity to maybe come across the face just a little bit and sit in behind their own red guard just off of the center line.
I think I'd be tempted to still maybe freeze this one. What do you think?
I think the freeze is a good shot. You're trying to create a point where you can steal here, and if you, and if you would have froze to that, then you don't have to be shot rock right now, but put it in a position where you can manipulate it a little later on when it's a more crucial point in time and harder for the opposition to get it out.
Well, they also weren't talking about actually hitting it out of the rings. They were talking about just tapping it to the back, which then not having the last rock would be concerning, because then they might have it, like you might leave eagles a shot to hit and roll and lay two.
Yep.
Anyway, they didn't make the tap, and now they're hitting to lay two anyway.
Hard Sam.
Just get that scared out of the rings.
Control. You like this way? Okay.
It's going to try and get a little bit of a hit and roll in behind the short guard, or the one that's just biting the top of the house.
Yep. Yes. 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 Right up. Hard for a piece. Keep going, Adam. You got it. Go. 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 Go.
Scott made it go away, but also rolled out herself.
9-6. Yeah. She just really started it.
Yeah. You got it, M10.
So Emerson Urquhart in an attempt to play the front rock, just biting the rings, hopefully get a bit of a roll in behind. I think she's going to roll just a hair too far and be poking out the other side.
Yeah, pretty good shot though, moving it around.
Control. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Hard, you guys.
Hard. You gotta go.
This looks
really
tight.
Gotta go.
Hard, you guys.
I think they're going to push their own in.
I think they might even push it right through if she can get on it. And just stick around as a biter.
Yep. But not shot.
Right. So now that's something that we've seen a little bit more this game than we did the last game that you and I did, where they were missing on that outside. They tend to be on the tight side this time and coming across the rocks.
Which in that, well, I mean, you can't rock in the guard necessarily there, but in some situations that's better, and they were trying to roll inside a little bit, if anything.
Okay, yep. Make sure. Line's good. Line's good. Hard, girls.
gotta go. They're going to want to get this in for second shot, but they're not going to.
Not quite.
Okay, control.
So another chance at this one with no guard in the way this time.
They like to just catch the inside of it just so that they can roll in. It'd be nice to just lay two.
Yep. Clean. Wow. Clean. Good.
On the nose, keeps the rock just outside the rings. So we're back to another hit just on the only rocks, or only rock, pardon me, that's in the rings.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised actually. Sam went over there pretty quick to play the hit. I would have thought about playing the draw around the corner guard.
If you want to try and generate an extra point, that would have been the play, yes. Done.
Roll it a bit. Hard,
A little bit of a roll.
Good shot.
But far enough back in the house, I think you can still get at it, but it looks like Riley's going to take advantage of it sitting in the back of the house, and she's going to try and draw around the guard and sit for shot.
It's coming in. Top 8, top 4, and if we're up, we can come back to theirs.
Again, I think I'd be a little bit tempted to think about the freeze here. Again, the reason being, if you leave even half a rock open, maybe even a quarter rock, and you're only on the tee line, it gives a chance for eagles to play a tap and roll to lay two. Whereas if you play the freeze, it doesn't really leave that opportunity. And
that's right. It basically nullifies the rock in the back, even to be able to use it later on. Well, I think she's going to play the freeze anyways.
Again, like the last time we talked about this. Can't roll off of this though. Better off leaving it. Yeah, from a sweeping standpoint, you know, we talked in the last game, I think, about, you know, when they're sweeping to make it curl, sometimes we don't realize that we're still sort of holding the speed on it. We're adding the speed to it. So
that's right.
You have to be very careful about that. Sometimes you're actually just better off being off of it entirely. So,
and even if it happens to come up a little bit short, at least it's still in front of the other rock.
Exactly.
And makes it harder to remove. So. Really nice shot. I just took a peek over at the other sheet, and the BUCHALTER team just made a really nice shot through what looked like, from here anyways, a fairly tiny port to make a hit 4-2. So they're going to take 2 in the fourth end to go up 3-1.
Hard curl.
Just a little on the high side, so a bit of a missed opportunity there to hit and sit two.
So Riley's going to come down again. She's ignoring that rock in the back, and she's going to try and come down and again duck it in behind that corner guard. This time she will want to try and stay just right on the tee line. Is probably the best place for it.
Yeah, well, that's as long as it's buried.
That's right.
If they can see that it's not going to bury, you're still better off coming to that back one and
for
forcing them to a single.
For sure. You know, the line's okay. It's all a matter of weight on this type of shot, of where you want it to end up.
Starting to curl. Always Audrey's.
See, this is where now they probably should go to try and bring it closer to the back.
Yeah. Because now this is pretty open, reasonably open shot for 2.
Yeah, I can see all of it. Okay.
So I'm assuming this will be just kind of a normal or their quiet normal type of weight. Come down. She says she can see all of it, so nose hit. We'll push it right by the back one, and she'll be able to score her 2.
I mean, she does have to make sure she comes up to the nose of it.
For sure.
Whoa. Yep. No. Whoa, curl. No. Curl.
Yeah, it looked like she set it back towards the line.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Hard curl. Hard curl.
Oh my goodness.
And she just doesn't get enough curl and dead jams it, and that'll be a surprising steal for BUCHALTER, another steal for BUCHALTER, and they will now take a 3-1 lead after the 4th end here at the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships, and we'll be back with end number 5 after this.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
Welcome back to the Brandon Curling Club at the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Provincial Junior Championships. 3-1 lead for Team Riley BUCHALTER after a couple of steals in the last couple of ends.
And just, unfortunate steals, Jill. Just not quite getting a crisp throw on the rocks, and went from basically a 3-point swing where you had an opportunity to pick up a deuce and take the lead to now, down by 2 instead. So.
Room. Room. Just sliding. Looks like Watts. Just sliding.
13-7. Yeah.
Trying to come around. 13-7's probably back line.
I would think it might even be just through.
Okay.
Not quite.
No, not quite.
I think the very first end we had a 13-9 and it easily went through, and now it seems to be just hanging on at the back with that
That's
time.
Right. Yep.
Another corner.
So I like this call. Sometimes you might be tempted to still go around that corner guard that's there, but this is certainly a good call to put up a better corner guard, I think.
For sure.
Halfway. Curl if you can.
And this one I think you'd want just a little bit tighter than the other one was, but still out front. That's a good spot for it right there.
Solid. Yep.
Is that one in?
Oh.
Nope.
Oh.
I don't believe it is.
Oh.
No, it's not in. I don't think she can hit that, can she?
That's the
Good
fifth.
throw, Audrey, just a little up.
That's the fifth rock of the end.
Yeah, but it's 5 rock rule, right?
You're like, yeah. Do you want to throw it?
Yep. No. Like a hit can't be thrown till the fifth rock of the rule, right?
I thought it was after the 5th rock. Now we're questioning each other.
Now we're questioning each other.
Okay, we'll just leave it for now.
Well, neither one of the coaches said anything.
No.
So
Sometimes those things are easy to miss, though, when you're, you know, especially you're 3 days into an event and, you know, the coaches are cold out there.
Hard curl. 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 Keep going hard.
yeah, it's like Greg Maywood, one of the officials, is talking to him about it, but it's still, I was along the lines of you. That's what I interpreted the rule as well, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe I was interpreting it wrong this whole time. But
No, I don't think they were actually allowed to hit that.
I don't think they were, judging by the conversation between the umpire and the coaches down there. So
Curl. Curl. Go, go, go.
As
go,
a former
go, go,
second,
go, go.
I knew that I couldn't hit on my first one if we did not have last rock. So
well, and
that's why I thought, oh, wait a minute, this is the second's first rock.
And that's the way I had interpreted it all the way, or I've always interpreted it too. But when I didn't see anybody, any of the coaches or anybody else moving, I thought, well, maybe something's changed that I don't know about. But
Yep. Only for weight. I mean, only for line. Okay. It's up. Okay. Where, like, through? Yeah, through. Yeah, curl. What? Curl. Come, just tap this one.
it's a nice looking
Curl.
shot, just coming down to the
Hard curl, hard
rock
curl.
in the back.
Yeah, I don't think that was the plan call, but really good discussion between the sweepers and Samantha about the speed of the rock so that they could get something out of it.
Room. Stop. It's all there. Room. Starting to move. Howell there. Curl. Curl.
Weight-wise, it looks okay. The line looks pretty good as well.
Straight, 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 straight.
This is, yeah, it really started to move there. Now see, because
Hey.
they should have kept sweeping that just to get it on
Just-
the right angle,
That's right.
just so that they could keep it on the nose angle. Because now, you know, it'll
Moving, so she didn't throw.
yellow will freeze in there, and you never know when there might be an opportunity to get rid of that red one now,
Right.
without also losing that back yellow.
Okay, line's
This
good.
gives Shyla a chance to try and draw down to it.
Straight. Hard. Hard. Gotta be full floor. Hard. 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 Hard, girls. Hard. Hard. Okay, swivel, swivel,
I don't
swivel,
think they're going to get it to the 4 foot.
hard. Gotta be there hard.
They did a good job to get it to the 12 foot.
That's right.
16-2. I got a 16-2. Do you want to do this? Sure.
Or you come around this way.
I don't like going that way.
Okay. Top 8, top 4.
You got really skinny at the guard to hit it straight.
And there is room on this side to really get right to even the inside of that red walk at the back of the forefoot. So
yeah, now with this one, I do think they want to be just top 4.
Yeah.
Line's good, yep.
And the more they can bury it, I think the better.
Line's great.
Line's fine.
Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
If they can create that little stagger between it and the one in the back of the 4.
Top 4, go, 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 go. Hard for second, go, hard, hard. Great sweep, guys.
Yeah, really nice sweeping to
Really
get that
nice.
there.
Have a little more. Can I have a little more?
I don't.
Gonna try and run the red one back in by the looks of her. I think it looks maybe like just a straight peel.
Yeah, which I'm not sure that that's going to get them a whole lot. They might be getting a little nervous with the 2 red ones in there, but with hammer, I think playing something on that other red one might have been better.
This might work out a little better than they had planned. Oop. It moved things around, but it did take their yellow one right out of play.
Yeah.
So now I think they're facing 2 for sure.
Yep.
Okay. Some good discussion there.
You got it.
Sounds like they're going to maybe try and just push that red one.
Yeah, and I think Coach
Emily
just wanted to talk more about the tolerance of the shot and the best way to miss the shot in this situation.
That's fine, and just cover it. I just don't want to leave it open for a double.
And again, some good discussion between her and the front end.
I'm tight. Where? Okay. Close. Got room.
Weight looks pretty good.
Not bad. Pretty close. Curl a bit.
Might be a little warmer than what you want.
Okay, whoa, never. 13-4.
Yeah, probably a little heavier and not just ran a little straighter because of that.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Like that much? Or do you want 2 top par 5 back? How thin is this double? Pretty thin. Yeah, okay.
So now if Samantha she wants to try and come off of the one out in the edge of the 8 foot. Looks like was her initial call anyways.
Amanda?
They'll have a coach interaction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking either something with the 5, like tapping it down.
Now, how many coach interactions do they get per end?
Coaches are allowed to speak to their teams between each end, and then they each have 2 interactions per half.
Per half. Okay, that's what it is.
And there's no access to this one?
Okay.
No. Not even tapping it back.
So this would be considered an interaction.
Yeah,
correct.
So. And then they get the opportunity to talk to them as they're walking down
in between
the
ends.
ice and changing between ends. So.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, 10.
So while they're still having the discussion and Samantha works her way down to this end, just want to acknowledge a couple of the local sponsors that have helped make this event possible. without their support, it's pretty tough for any host committee to run the events. Our diamond sponsor, Me and Haddad, we definitely thank them for their generous support. Our gold sponsors are Meridian and Greenstone. Our silver sponsors, Armtech Inc., and our bronze sponsors, Balin Steel Buildings and Inventronics. Thank you for your support.
Maybe Paramore? No, I threw a lot of rotation.
So they landed on playing, I think, just a hit and roll off of this. Initially, Sam thought it was thought about playing the double. They thought about playing the tap. I think I like the hit and roll rather than the double on this. But if she can ever move that one that's near the button, that would be good too.
Get the back one. Curl. Get the back one.
Okay.
So just a little wide on the line.
You got it.
Didn't quite come up for her.
Top 4.
Riley's gonna, as she just said, gonna try and come down top 4, block off a draw on that side. Samantha will then have to figure out what she has, depending on the position of this rock, whether there is any kind of a hit or roll on that side. Looks like there may be a tap opportunity on her yellow rock on the other side of the center line, so she'll have a couple of options anyways.
Yeah, I mean, if Riley could ever bury this, like almost over bury it of the guard that's biting the center line, then it would make that tap really difficult too.
For sure.
How far back? Yeah, it's on its own. You didn't want to leave it back 4. So.
Yeah, and this one you really don't want to leave back 4, so I'd be even sweeping my own rock to try and get it as far back as we can.
Well, it's back far enough to be out.
I think this is much harder than that. Okay. Actually.
So they're back to the tap or the double. There is actually a double there for 3.
We just have to like touch this and then go into that, or? Pretty much, yeah. Because if we're not getting both, then we might as well just draw. Yeah. Okay. It's up to you.
Yeah, and I think in order to make that double, it does drive the red rock over top of her yellow one in the back of the 12 there, so.
You got it, Sam. 10? Yep.
So at 10, to me, they're just playing a hit and roll.
10.
I'd be really tempted to play this double.
I think so too.
I think I'd be playing this double.
Yeah.
But I mean, sometimes you got to play what you're comfortable with and play your strengths. So.
Mm-hmm. And just notice the game on the other sheet. BUCHALTER picked up another single in 5 to go up 4-1, and they're now in the 5th end break.
We have a change of plan on our sheet. Samantha coming down and deciding that her instinct was to draw, so they're going to do that.
And again, Jill, it comes down to, what are you comfortable throwing, right? So if she's comfortable throwing the draw, and there's enough room there, it can get to that button.
Yeah, there's not a lot of real estate here for Sam to get to.
Where is it? Where is it? Just hard, girls. Pin. Hard. Hard. Get it here. You got it. You got it. Hard. Help.
Looks like it's going to have to curl a little bit too.
Yeah, looks like it.
No, you need to curl.
It's just the weight.
Curl.
Weight
Not
was
coming quite enough.
Yeah, weight was. They just swept it a little bit early and didn't give it a super good chance. So that'll be another steal of a single for BUCHALTER and team, and they will now go up by a score of 4-1, and we will head into the 5th end break of this 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Provincial Junior Championship.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling. Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw, the Jets, the Bombers, the Gold Ice, or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba sports ticket raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for $10, 10 for $25, or 40 for $50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to raffle.link/mbcurlmuseum. Today's sponsor, Recycle Everywhere. You drink it, you bin it.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canad Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canad Inns. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon & Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, McMahon & Yates. Make it better.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Women of the Rings Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Today's sponsor, RME, right by you.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game. Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw, the Jets, the Bombers, the Gold Ice, or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba sports ticket raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for $10, 10 for $25, or 40 for $50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to raffle.link/mbcurlmuseum.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. The kids and even adults, they didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union. Building a brighter future together. Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
Consecutive steals here for Riley BUCHALTER and team over Samantha Eagles, and the score is 4-1 at the halftime, and we've gotten the sixth end underway. This is the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Provincial Junior Championships in Brandon, Manitoba.
This will be an end, Jill, where Eagles team will definitely want to score. I know they're going to want to score kind of a multiple, at least two, but I think it being the sixth end, it's important to even get that single point this end. Kind of shake the hammer, get it off,
And I wasn't completely watching, but they must have played a hit on their first one, which, you know, you're down a few, you probably need a guard.
Yep.
Yeah, like
she's coming back and making a hit again. Which
yeah. Which, I mean, you're down 3 points. It's an even end, which is usually an ideal time that you want to score a couple of points. I definitely think they need to be putting up a corner guard here.
Yeah. Clean. Clean. Yeah.
Clean. Yep.
Yeah.
Hard.
Clean.
So now is that maybe a sign of a team just not wanting or being afraid to give up more than one, and just wanting to limit the amount, and scared to play with some of the opposition stones in the house?
Yeah, I mean, there could be a couple of reasons for it. I think, maybe just feeling like they're getting into too much trouble and not getting anything out of it, and so they're just going to keep it open. But, I mean, then there's another way you can do that. Hit on your first one and put up the guard on your second one, but you're down 3 points. You need a guard.
For sure. Yeah, you've got to create some opportunity for yourself. Well,
I mean, you sometimes get a miss from the opposition, too. That
there you go.
Gives you a chance to set up, too.
Seems like every time we talk about something, the opposite happens, and we kind of go, oh, well, okay.
Makes us look like we don't know what we're talking about. But yes, this is an opportunity for Eagles to get set up for 2 points.
Right.
Hard street. T-line. Okay, line's fine. Line's good. Wait only.
Maybe go a bit.
Wait only.
Yeah, go.
They're going to want to work on this one because you do want to get this one in the house. And as even to the other rocks as they can, so that there is no double opportunity.
Good shot, Em.
And now if they can exchange rocks or exchange shots back and forth, they should be able to pick up two. That's kind of the theory now.
Set it. And not bad.
Curl.
You got it.
Curl.
Hard, Franny. You got it.
Hard, Meg.
Hard, Franny. You got it.
So Drew Desmond's coming down. That's twice that they've taken a run at that rock. Still haven't been able to move it out of the house.
Yeah, now a chance to set up for a 3. We really don't know what we're talking about.
Same. You got M.
That kind of reminds me of when I was coaching in the juniors, and you'd be sitting there, and this was before we could be out on the ice, so we were sitting behind the glass, And you're going, oh, I need a timeout. I got to get, that's not the shot. I'd get, oh, good shot. Thank you. Okay. And you went, it was just one of those things.
Yeah. No, oh, yeah. 15-1.
So Riley BUCHALTER now facing 3 yellow rocks.
Yeah, what a turn of events. A couple of flashed hits, and that's what happens. So they have a bit of work to do here to get out of this.
Just going to
Yes!
see if Emily can roll into a spot here where they can maybe use one of the back rock, or the back rock as,
roll it,
as a catcher.
Whoa. No, it's rolling. Okay.
Still going to stick for, looks like, I don't know if it's stuck for second shot.
No, I think it's third.
I think it's third shot, so. So again, not sure whether I would go after third shot here.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. There's no need to necessarily hit that right now. You could draw to the other.
Replace your rock where it was before.
Yeah.
And still lay 3.
No.
It's a little trickier. And the only reason I say that is because there's better chance of placing it where you want it with a draw.
Yes, yeah.
You've always got that chance if it runs straight and it rolls out a little bit on you.
Yeah, and now that's a missed opportunity for that 3 that was set up for them.
Exactly.
Wait was nice.
There was a little bit more room for error on a draw.
Yep. And that's simply, you kind of weigh the options on both shots, and you end up throwing what you feel more comfortable with, you're more confident in. But
Right up!
Just hit that a little thin.
a little thin and a rollout, so Samantha's still got the opportunity to lay 2.
I'll throw it to you guys, 15.
So they're talking 15 seconds hog to hog now.
Yeah, with a little bit of sweeping. She did she did say, "Oh, we'll throw it to you."
Yep.
So you're usually aiming for, well, especially wanting to be in the top of the house. I think it is probably about a 14.5 to the tee line, like we talked about.
Yep.
But you can get away with a 15 when you're putting it in the top of the rings.
14-1.
Okay, so 14-1, so just a little quicker than what she had hoped for.
Stop, yeah.
That's one of those ones as sweepers that you probably wanted to take that a foot deeper, just so that the double wasn't there for BUCHALTER. I know it's hard to judge that because you also don't want to sweep it through.
Right, and you're hoping that maybe your judgment's a little bit off and it is going to stop in the top 8. I've seen that, when you try to go, okay, I think it's going to, oh, darn, we should have taken it a little bit further, but.
Sorry? I'd like to try double.
So the double attempt here by Riley BUCHALTER.
Oh, you gotta go.
Yep. Right up.
Yeah, look like she just got that one curling a little bit early.
Looks like she's going to hit it on the nose.
9. 10.
Yep.
Give Samantha a chance to hit this on the nose. And if, she's not really going to want to roll too far, really either direction.
10.
As either direction could still line up a double.
Yeah,
I think hitting it right on the nose kind of takes that double opportunity away.
Yeah, it would make it obviously a lot harder because it would be quite thin.
out.
Hard, hard, whoa, hard, Emerson. No, you're, whoa, okay, whoa, clean. It's good.
Very nice. But you see how it rolled out a little bit? It
Yes.
just gives that little more of an opportunity now for that the double.
Yeah, it just makes it a little bit better of an angle to attempt the double. And at this point, there's really no harm in attempting the double, because if you make the double, you're forcing them to one. If you hit and roll out, they get their two. If you hit and stick, they get their two. So there's no risk really here in playing the double.
Exactly.
Maybe a hair more.
As long as you make contact with the first one.
That's right. Yes.
Final stone here for Riley BUCHALTER. Trying to make a couple of yellows go away.
Yep. Yes.
Must have got that one started just a little bit too, Jill, because they yelled sweep on that fairly early.
Yep, Samantha will have to hit that. It did stick around for shot rock.
Here. Yeah. Okay. You got it, Sam.
So a chance here for Samantha Eagles to pick up a deuce, which has been a rarity in this game on either side so far. So pick up a deuce and get rid of the hammer.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's more of a curse than it is a blessing. So she gets herself set. Anywhere on the inside of that rock.
Yep. Yes! Whoa! Clean.
Well, that's a good. Clean is always a good sign.
Nice.
Ooh.
That was a confident clean.
Confident
and
clean,
it
was.
It would barely hang on. But that is the first two in this game, and Eagles will come within one of Riley BUCHALTER, and they'll be down one. BUCHALTER now with the hammer, the last stone advantage going into the seventh end with a 1 point difference.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Women of the Rings Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Today's sponsor, RME, right by you.
So the first two in the game, and Eagles is now only down a single, but BUCHALTER with the 1 point advantage and the last stone advantage.
And Eagles brought their first rock into the house. I don't think that was intentional. They were hoping to have a center guard. So we're back down to playing kind of takeouts and hit and sticks again. So
got it.
9-5.
Now I see the other game is now in the 7th end, but there's been no indication and no markup of what happened in the 6th end. So sometimes I assume that may be a blank end, but we don't know for sure.
Possibly.
Come tight.
Roll out there, and she must have read my mind because I thought, oh, why is she not playing guard? And she was going to the other side, but changed her mind.
Changed her
Throwing
mind.
a guard.
Back in. Yeah.
And I mean, going in is okay. It just depends what you want to get out of the 7th end.
Exactly.
Right? When you have the last stone, you're up 1. Would you rather blank this end and take the last stone rock to 8? That's a good option as well.
It's a good
Would
option,
you rather
but
try and score 1 or 2 here and take a little more control of the game? That's a good option as well. So I think my instinct was to play the guard.
Mine would be too, and especially this that it's a 10-end game, where I think if it's just the 8-end games that they play in a lot of their GCT tours, then maybe going in and keeping the hammer is a good idea. But definitely with the 10-end game here, I think great idea to run with a guard, try to generate a couple of points here.
Weight's good. There. Hit. Curl.
So Eagles
Swivel.
deciding to throw up a guard here, trying to bring that play back to the middle so that they can force a single point onto BUCHALTER so that they could have the last stone in the 8th end, but that will slide into the rings.
Control.
Now this little hit and roll attempt, we'll try to make use of that corner guard that they had just thrown.
Yep. Hard ab, right up. Right up. Roll.
They're going to get a bit of a roll. Might be too much.
Yep, just really kind of bounced off of there with a little bit more weight maybe than she thought, and it looks out.
Looks out. But that's about that position the one last game we thought was out.
It is, yeah.
And the players were convinced it was in, so. So they're going to go back to try and throw another center guard. They're actually coming at it with the opposite turn this time.
Halfway. No. Top 12. Curl. Top 12. Top 8. Yeah, I would curl it. Curl. Far away from the corner. Yeah. Hard curl.
Really good thought and comment by Sam there to try to get the girls to curl it so that if Riley was going to play a hit and roll, it's a longer roll to get over to that corner.
Yep. Very good pickup, and that's where that communication between the sweepers and the skip are important to know where that's going to be. If it had a chance of staying out in the guard zone, then you would just leave it.
10. Yeah. Oh, yep. Keep going. Keep going.
This one's going to roll a bit, not quite as far as the other one.
I don't care as long as the rock's swept. 10.
Samantha's now going to try and take advantage of that and see if she can use the corner guard. It will leave it fairly tight to the guard out front. A run back would still be an opportune, but even if she can tuck a part of it in behind that guard, will still
be a help.
Hard.
I think I would actually prefer to just roll it half under.
Yeah.
If you roll it fully under, she just has to make
It's
a nose
just a
hit
nose
for the run back. But if it was only half under, then she has to play the angle, and then you only have an open hit anyway.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you want a little more ice for bump then?
So they finally put the score up in that other game. Van Rysel scored 2 in the 6th end, so BUCHALTER leads 4-3, playing 7. That's the other BUCHALTER.
That's the other BUCHALTER.
Not our BUCHALTER.
Hair tight. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Hey, whoa. There's something under it. That's fun.
So that center guard is there now that Sam's been trying to get all for the first half of this end. So they'll make an effort to come around, bring that play to the middle, try to tighten down the scoring area for BUCHALTER.
Yep. And I like the turn that she's throwing. If she happens to get a little tight rubs that center guard, there's a good chance that she'll roll in behind the other corner guard that she had tried to go around just 2 rocks ago.
Line's good. Curl if you can. Yeah, curl. Hard curl. 15-2.
Really, really nice weight there.
Yeah.
Manageable for the sweepers.
Just
Didn't
off
quite
nose
get
should
it
be
behind.
good. Okay. Normal.
A little surprised they're playing the run back. I actually thought they might just play a hit and roll behind the corner, but
That would definitely be an option. I think you can see enough of it, and just simply even a bumper type weight shot would have given you that opportunity to hit, make that little roll and stick around.
Curl. Right up, Meg. Keep going.
well, that came up quite a bit at the end, but just not quite enough.
Not quite enough.
Now this yellow one is like really in the perfect spot to put a guard on it. It's just blocking the button right on the center line.
Lots of encouragement going on the opposite sheet. You can hear it right over on ours.
I think BUCHALTER picked up a single, looked like.
Looks like it from here.
Yeah, so that'll be a score of 5-3 for Carrie's BUCHALTER over Van Rysel going into the 8th end.
And here's Samantha Eagles getting set to throw a guard. She'll want to get this just biting the center line if she can.
Salt a little up. I would leave it. Line's just good. Clean it.
I think they have to be careful they don't sweep
Over-curl.
it too far
Yeah, go for
and over curl it.
I think they just want this to sit.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it doesn't really do a whole lot for them. It leaves their yellow one open, and it leaves a hit and roll behind the corner for Riley. Guards can be tricky to place. They're actually something important to practice.
They're actually one of the hardest shots to play.
And it's so reliant on the communication and how you manage it to the correct spot.
Because sometimes, you think you have to sweep it to carry it a little further, and all you're doing is giving it a little bit more room to pull further. So yeah, even if that one, even though it's a fairly long guard, even if it would have stopped like a foot shorter, it's touching or partly over that center line and provides a little bit more protection.
Early call here to
Very
curl.
early call.
Hard curl, starting to move it. Hard curl.
Still has a ways to go to get it out.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a very early call for her curl, so it must have just set it back just a little bit on her release.
So opportunity here for Eagles to just get one
a
into
hair
the
more than what you just threw. Pardon?
top of the
Just a
rings.
hair more than what
Really
you just
anywhere in the
threw.
top of the rings, but
You got
ideally, I think biting 4.
Biting 4 would be ideal,
Mhm.
right in behind that center guard or the guard that they just threw.
Or really even like showing a quarter or like an inch or 2 isn't the end of the world. It kind of blocks that button area a little bit more.
Yep.
Make a draw for Riley quite difficult.
Like a 16?
So she just said
It-
16, so they must be playing a guard.
They must.
Yeah.
I
But
was
I'm not- I'm
waiting
not-
for the girl, waiting for her front end to say something
Yeah,
or look at
yeah, I
something.
was too, and then yeah.
So
I
just-
think you want to come in with this.
Yeah.
Hard, girls, get it top 12. Girls, hard.
Well, they are trying to get it in.
Like the line is really nice.
Yeah, it's a little out there actually, so they can't take this deep.
Yeah, bring it back. No, just leave it. It's good, Sam.
I think that actually stopped just in time. I thought they actually overswept it.
Mm-hmm.
Back 8, back 12.
I think if they would have backed off the sweeping just a little bit, I think they'd have got that finish that was there. The line looked good coming across the hog line.
Yeah.
It just didn't move as much as I think they thought. Didn't move as much as I thought coming across.
Yeah, but it
from
really
there, and
it forces Riley to a really precise shot here.
It
so
does.
I think it worked out excellent for Eagles. 'Cause it's not showing so much that Riley could play a double, and so now she's forced to the other side here, and she has to get to the nose if she wants to hope to score.
Yeah, she has to get it to the nose and has to tap the other one just a little bit.
Not bad. Stay close for line. Stay close line. Where? Curl. Okay, got a curl. Got a curl. 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 Hard curl. Hard curl.
It's coming up.
It's coming up.
And it
Did she
not
come up
quite.
enough?
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm not even sure she could have got there. I mean,
no.
If it curled up a slight bit more, it would have been closer. But I think it still was pretty tight to actually score on that shot. So that will be a steal, the first steal for Eagles in this game, and that makes it a tie game now after 7 ends. And we'll be back at the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships right after this.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. You would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union, building a brighter future together.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
And we are all tied after 7 in this C final, C qualifier at the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships. 2 games out on the ice right now, both C qualifiers. the last of the qualifiers for the women's side of the championship. And Sean, we were just talking that I don't know exactly what Sam called on the first one, but they ended up with a guard, and I thought, oh, they should definitely put it in, see if the opposition takes the bait on actually trying to blanket, force them to actually create something to get there too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely an option. Would have been. And it's interesting. You say, look, so far this game, Hammer hasn't been friendly to either team. So
Hard, curl, hard.
Whoa.
get the roll. It's going to roll out into the open.
10-6.
Riley's going to try and come down, get a little bit of a hit and roll, ideally sit just kind of in the 8-foot, maybe biting the 4-foot if she can.
Yep. Right up. Right up. You gotta go. Okay, that's fine. About an 11. Yeah, just pulled back.
Megan Legatti hits that on the nose, sits right there.
I like that better actually for the roll.
So Samantha asking Emerson Urquhart to come down,
hard,
catch the inside, just do a little bit of a roll in behind the guard.
Clean, hard, no, keep going. Okay, clean. Okay, roll it. Oh, sorry, that was my bad. It's fine.
I'll just roll over to the other, or to the
me,
middle.
Yep, rolls a little bit further than she wanted, but changes the play.
Buchalter might end up blanking this end anyway.
It may end up that way.
Or maybe they surprise us and take one.
Yes,
it is early. It is early.
Yes.
Right up. Hard out. Keep going. Good. Throw like back 4. You got it.
It's a back 4. She must want to just move it just a little bit. I don't think she'd be too unhappy if she froze right to it.
Okay, yeah. Weight's good. Straight. Hard straight.
Yeah, again, I sort of
Hard straight.
think this is an interesting
Hard straight.
call. Maybe she feels she can't see enough to actually remove it,
Mm-hmm.
but I'd be quite happy to hit that out and let the other team, again, let the other team blank the 8th end.
Decide, yeah.
Hard. You really got to go hard.
It looked like it was sitting out far enough that you could get at it, and that guard is fairly
Quite
high.
long,
So
yeah. So there's time for it to curl past the guard. Because now coming up short there, this is what we sort of talked about earlier in the game about having one at the back and not freezing to it, and now because you didn't get the freeze to it, leaves a chance for Buchalter to lay 2.
Yep.
just depends how far out she rolls here.
Curl. Curl.
She's going to have a hard time sticking here.
Right out, yeah.
Right up.
And that one sticks around just on the edge of the 12, so
Pretty much all of it. You can see almost all of it? Like, except for like a piece, but. Okay, maybe throw back line. Okay. We just want to tap it back. Yeah. I think like the same ice. The ice was fine.
I think they just want to make sure they have enough weight to tap it back that they're sitting 2. That's what the key is here.
It sounds like what they're attempting to do, and yeah, you'll definitely want to. And if they tap it right out, that's okay too.
Okay, yup. Straight. Whoa, curl. No. No. Where? Okay. Curl. Curl. Hard curl. Hard curl, hard
This
curl.
one's coming down.
Yeah, the weight's coming right off of that.
Yeah, they were calling back line and
Like it.
worked out not bad.
Do it. What's 2? It's up 4? Okay.
And this call is really just trying to set up. If you can kind of come down to it in that corner, it's setting you up for another shot a little later in the end here.
That line. Where? Gotta go, yep. Drag it. All the way. All the way, you gotta go. You're almost there. Keep going. Keep going, keep going. You got it, Meg. All the way. Hard. Hard, hard, hard. Finish it off. Right up. Right up, right up, right up, right up.
That was really well swept.
It
all
was,
the way down.
yes.
It's a good job
I
by
like
the girls.
guarding. Yeah, me too.
So now that they just call a guard, which I don't mind at this point.
Mm-hmm. It makes it tough. I'm not sure you can get at that yellow rock from the other side.
Yeah, throwing a guard, I think BUCHALTER may have to run the Eagles rock in to try to move some stuff around now in that 4-foot area.
Okay, just leave it. Just leave it. Line's good.
Yeah, line's good.
Line's good. Just
They definitely do. I don't think they want it getting into top 12. So as
No.
long as they leave a little bit of separation between it and the house, it's a good spot.
Nice. Will I come in this way? Yeah. Okay.
I feel as though this is a interesting choice of turn, yeah.
We'll play it this way.
Just don't think you can get by the top one and not like nose it. So
Yeah, no, it'd be really close.
I think she was thinking about playing that turn because she was a little bit nervous about making some noise on the rocks in the house.
Right.
But at the same time, I think that would kind of help you right now because you have an opposition stone that's biting the button.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think you'd actually be better off trying to move some stuff around, run it back into the pile.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Curl. Good.
She just clips the one in the
Clips
house,
the
which
one.
is that's kind of nice bonus.
Gets rid of that one out there. I'm not sure that it would come into
play.
play, but I
It's
mean,
like
at
a
least it's not
17.
sticking around.
Step. Okay, guard.
So you see another guard attempt by Samantha here. Ideally, try to put it back in about the same spot that it was.
Yeah, that was a good spot.
Over on sheet B, it looks like we've got a draw attempt for 3 by Van Rysel.
Yeah. Down, yeah. Yay! Hard. Swim. Hard. No, straight. Hard. Hard. Get it over.
Well, I think they got to go just to get this over.
Hard. Okay.
Yeah, she just threw that way too late. Even the sweepers couldn't help her on that one.
Right. Monday nights, we know who's buying the first round now.
Hey.
Yeah.
Control. Yeah. snow should be good.
So this does give Riley Buchalter the opportunity now to move those rocks around. If she can come in and get either nose hit, which is probably the best, she's not going to worry about whether she loses her back one or not. It'd be nice just to loosen that up anyways.
She really just needs to get some space around the forefoot.
Yep.
Give her something to score, an area to score on their last one.
Keep going, Audrey. Keep going. Keep hard, Audrey. Hard, Audrey. Hard, Audrey.
Didn't open up a lot of space.
No, I don't want to leave him a double.
I don't mind here.
You could hit and roll here. I don't mind this.
Well, can you see anything on this side? Yeah, you have that.
I don't mind this.
You like that?
Yeah. I think
it's either that or the guard.
So she's looking at a hit and
I
roll
like this,
here.
I think, or the guard.
What do you think about even if you could corner freezing to that one in the forefoot?
We don't have much time.
Yeah, I thought about that too, but they've decided to check in with the coach.
Yeah. Freeze to this one, like right here.
Oh, you were right.
I think I'm more confident in this because then, like, if I'm sure I'm here. Yeah. Have to be here.
You got it.
I can do it.
Yes, you can.
I think
I love it.
Go.
Love the
That's what I-
positivity. Yeah.
maybe here, 'cause
Yeah,
that's how much I
love
gave
the
from
confidence.
Yeah, I didn't. So talked about a few shots. I talked about playing the hit roll off the one on the right, which I didn't hate as long as you actually rolled into the center area and made it difficult for Buchalter. The guard I didn't really love because if you don't quite make it right, they might have a shot for 3. And so I like this call quite a bit.
Yeah.
Corner freezing the top red one.
And I think it gives them a couple of more options. Because if that line is there, even if the rock is short on the line that they're taking, it still serves as a bit of a guard.
That's right.
And that even if it stops top 8. So yeah, ideally, if she can corner freeze to that red one, that's a perfect shot.
Needs to be top 4. Needs to be top 4. It's up. Curl, curl.
You just
no,
don't
straight,
want to be
straight.
heavy.
Go straight. No, curl. Needs to be top 4, girls. All day curl. Hard, girls. Hard. Hard. Get it here. Hard. Hard. It's got to be there. Hard. Push, push, hard, push, push. Hard. Go, 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 go. Hard.
I think they got it for a third shot, so that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Another a foot and a half deeper would have been really perfect, but.
Yep. And I think if they were actually sweeping to make that one curl, it might have been they were actually still sweeping a straight pattern for it. So
I think just play draw and like back.
But it does make Riley think about what she needs to do on her shot now. So
yeah, and it no matter how you look at it, it's not an easy shot for 2.
No.
Yeah.
Now looking at the, is there actually a shot there if you hit it just off nose, come across the face a little bit? Is there actually a shot there for 3?
Yeah, the double you're talking about? Yeah, I wondered about that, but it may have curled just enough that it's you don't want to hit it on the high side and give up a 2. So
yeah.
So I think they're playing just back 4 weight, trying to feather off their red one on the left, so that they can come into that button area and just move that yellow one enough for 2. The other option I thought of was just hitting the red one or tapping the red one that was on the right-hand side of the screen, but there's a big long guard up there, and while it's a long guard, it's still a guard.
It's still in your eyesight when you're
Yes.
throwing, so yeah.
Got a curl. Got a curl still. Hard curl.
It's moving. It's
Oh,
moving.
looks-
It's fine.
Looks like it's moving a fair bit here.
Yeah, I think they actually
Gotta go straight. Gotta go
lost
straight.
it.
I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just lost it on the line. It curled more than they thought, so that'll be a steal now for Eagles, and a big steal in a 8th end of a close game. So they will go up one, score of 5-4. Eagles own 4 points at one point, and they have now, you could say, taken some control of this game. So we will be back for the last couple of ends in just a moment.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. The kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Heading into end number 9 of this 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships. C qualifier between Riley BUCHALTER and Samantha Eagles, and it's been quite the interesting game, as you can see by the line score.
Don't mind if you're top
Eagles
now.
down by 4 points at the half.
You got it.
And then was the only score of 2, and then stealing a couple, especially in the 8th end, even end of a big game, like we often talk about. So ideally it would be nice for Eagles to force BUCHALTER to a single point this end so that they could have the last stone advantage coming home.
Exactly. Although with this game, I'm not sure that's a good thing, because the hammer hasn't been a good thing all game for either team.
The hammer has not been kind to
reason.
either team, yeah.
So maybe that's a strategy.
Except the two, I guess, the two
away.
that Eagles got.
Yeah. Yeah. And just confirming on the other sheet, Van Rysel did make that draw for the 3. They now go up 6-5 after 8.
Mine's good.
It's not bad.
Out there right now.
Running.
Where?
Back 4.
Curled then.
So Megan Leggetti trying to come back to the rock in the back of the forefoot.
Okay, stop.
Not going to move quite as much as they were hoping.
13-7.
Just bounces off a little bit and rolls to the back of the 8-foot,
Gave it.
which gives Samantha a chance to have Emerson come down and go on top of her rock, or even stop top forefoot now, and really put a little bit more pressure on the BUCHALTER team.
That's right.
Okay, where? Yeah. Little close. Yeah. Hard straight. Hard straight. Hard. Gotta go for line. Hard. Yeah, for line. Hard for line. Only for line.
I think they got a bit of room there. They don't have to get too careful.
Hard. Gotta be second. Gotta be second. Gotta be second. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Oh, really nice shot.
That's
Great sweeping.
Very, very nice shot.
Yeah, really
exactly
good
where she
sweeping to
wanted it.
get it there.
No, she has one more. Really nice, Sam.
So Riley walking up straight up to call the peel.
Yep, I did a count. There is 5 rocks down together at this time.
Whoa. Yep. Very close. Yep. Good.
Accomplishes the task, makes the guard go away, and think you'll just see a few replacement.
Yeah. I like that too, if you're more comfortable with it. You got an M. 17.
So Emerson Urquhart's going to try and replace the guard.
Halfway. It's good. Where? Halfway. Okay, curl. 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 Hard curl. Hard curl. Hard curl. Hard curl. Bring it over. Hard. Bring it over. Okay. Over.
Again, with the way it's moving, they need to be a little bit careful on
Yeah,
how
'cause
deep they bring it.
that's right.
So
Yeah,
it
it is
doesn't cross
sliding.
that center line again.
Yeah, you're right. Worked out good though.
Worked out
Nice
really
shot.
well. It was a good shot.
You get time? I didn't get one. Wait, Sally.
So I think you'll see that strategy for a few rocks yet. Try to take the guard away, put the guard back.
On this one, I'd actually be tempted to play the other turn, try to run it into the one in the house, and then
You
you're still rolling off near your corner guard.
Right.
So you're not blocking off the other side.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
But that you're actually removing the ones that are in that control zone.
Well, I think
which they did anyway
they
in a
did
different way.
anyways,
But they left a guard, of course, which is half the problem.
Yeah. The one thing, though, is it is now their guard.
That's right.
That they're going to be running back if they need to, and they can now go for nose hit. But
15.
a well-placed shot by Shayla. She'll want to try and get this one right back in about the same spot as that last rock of, or that one rock of Emerson had thrown.
Yeah, just into the top 4.
Yeah. This one's definitely hanging out a lot more.
Yeah, and I think I heard a back 4, back 8 call.
Is it through?
I think they just want to leave this. I mean, I guess they tried to take it back and get it out of there, but might have been better off trying to leave it and hope it really died.
Leave it up just a little bit because it does create a bit of a wall.
Yeah, that one was kind of that was one of those in-betweeners where, you could sweep it all the way back or you could leave it and it goes back anyway.
It goes back, yeah. Yeah, one of those kind of, hopefully it does stop a little bit.
But now there's a pocket here for BUCHALTER.
Good. It's all you.
Sliding.
Curl. Curl if you can. 14-9. You should be good. Whoa, whoa!
The line's coming. Starting to finish now.
Good throw.
Right into that, basically into that little wall or pocket that's there.
Yeah,
which
it's
does
pretty
make it tough to, it's open, but it
yeah,
makes
but
it tougher to
exactly, yeah,
remove
there's
now.
the Great Wall of Yellow back there, so
Now, depending on the ice, on the line of the ice, if she's got the same weight she had last time and can get across the face of that red one, it'd be ideal, but I'm not sure it's going to move up quite enough.
yeah, and that's more helpful to BUCHALTER. That's one of those ones that you kind of want to talk about, that tolerance, right? Like
Yes.
you couldn't really hit that on that side of it.
Little bit of bewilderment you heard on that.
Mine's good.
You know, whether she's hitting the broom or not. So.
You got room. Lots of room.
And it sounded like Samantha said, yeah, he seemed to throw it okay. So I don't know whether there's a spot in the ice there or whether it's just a release a little bit.
15-3. Take a look.
They're both teams are certainly having a hard time getting the curl in this spot right now, but they're also overthrowing it a little bit.
Yeah,
that little extra weight, and they're not catching that curl.
Yeah. They throw that same line, kind of top of the house, and have the sweepers take it in. You'll see a lot more movement on it. Oh my! On sheet B, Van Rysel just stole a pair to now go up 8-5 after 9 ends. Samantha, the Eagles now make an attempt to come down and draw to the one closest to the center line here. She needs to duck right around the guard out front.
Yeah, I think she's got extra weight here too, and
looks like it's kind of tracking that same path.
Hard curl. Hard curl. Hard curl.
yeah, just that extra weight, and they're just not getting that curl, and
That's
they're not quite picking up on the need to throw that much less in order to get that finish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Top 4. There's not room to be deep.
Interesting comment, yeah.
Yeah, that's what kind of we've been saying, that everyone's deep this end.
Yeah.
Now there's no room left.
Well, but you know what? If she's got that little heavy weight and it catches the edge of that Yellowstone that Samantha just threw, it does roll right into on top of the other 4-foot one, or the one in the 4-foot. Sorry.
That's nice. Always Megan's. How back is it? Okay, stay close.
They're calling T-line, so it's
Yeah.
a little heavier than they wanted, but at least more manageable for line.
See, they need to bounce off of that, and
Nice. 15-3. Although I think it was late.
it actually worked out really well.
Yeah, not bad. Ideally, they would have liked to be top 4 and make it really difficult for Sam to score, or to get in there, I should say.
And I'm not sure what she can really do with that other than try to cross the face of the one and just roll a little bit kind of towards the center line.
Yep, just get to the inside of it.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to tap it, because she's not tapping it. Like, they're still going to be second and third and fourth regardless. So even just coming down to and getting to the inside of it, or
Got it.
Yeah. It's basically just basically a cold draw.
It's agreed.
To the button.
15. We're going for weight. We're going for weight.
So Samantha's final rock here.
Whoa! Whoa!
Attempt to try and draw around that center guard.
Hard straight! Hard straight! Hard straight! Hard! You gotta go! Hard! Hard! Go! Hard! Go!
close.
Hard!
Oh,
wow.
Go, 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 go!
Not quite. They just rubbed that guard. They finally got a little bit of the curl there.
Movement on it, yeah.
And then she wasn't light on that either.
No, she wasn't.
You got it.
And if she gets by that guard, she's got a great shot.
Yes.
And it does get that little bit of a roll just inside. An opportunity here now for Riley Buchalter to actually score a 3.
Last stone and number 9. Chance to go up a couple.
Eyes off that, a little tight. Okay, stay close.
Riley needing
I think they're
full
gonna,
4.
Yeah, they might have to go fairly soon here. Because they do have the option to even come off of that yellow one a little bit. So as long as the weight's there, she should be fine. The line looks really good.
Okay. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, and that is.
That's a great.
Oh, did she tap that back one too far?
No, I think she's still good.
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I wanted to take a second look though, at least. So, but that is a score of 3 for Riley Buchalter and team, and they will go up by a score of 7-5. 1 end left to play, so Eagles down 2 points with the last rock playing 10, and we will be back for that final end after this.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union, building a brighter future together.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
We're at the Brandon Curling Club in Brandon, Manitoba for the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships. We have 2 women's games on the go right now, both C qualifiers to get into the Final 4 playoff tomorrow. And this has been a bit of a back and forth game between Riley Buchalter and Samantha Eagles. Now Buchalter up by 2 points playing this final end, and Eagles with the hammer. So Buchalter put up a guard, although I'm not sure if that was the call. I didn't see the actual call.
No, that wasn't the call, and you could see.
I would like to think that was the case.
You could see Megan's reaction after she let it go, and she knew she was light, and she just kind of threw her head back and went, oh.
Yeah, and so because it was their own rock in that free guard zone area, they are allowed to try to peel their own rock out. Interestingly, while they did sort of roll over behind that other guard, it actually probably helps Eagles because now those guards are stacked on that same side.
Staggered a little bit, yep. And sometimes you'll see teams will play 2 guards on the same side. With this one when there are, even though they're not their own rocks, they do have the 2 guards on this side. One of our options could have been to throw the guard up on the other side of the sheet.
3, 3. Is it in? 2, 3.
But nothing wrong with this.
Yeah, curl a bit. Curl a bit. Hard curl, hard curl, hard curl, hard curl. That's good. Good shot.
Play in. Top 8, top 4.
So I think Riley feeling like they're sort of being forced to play into the rings. I don't disagree with that. So might as well beat them there.
Beat them there. Take, she'll want this to stop kind of top 8 though, to take away the opportunity for Eagles to try and utilize those guards.
So I bring it through?
Yeah.
So they're just doing a plan B here because it's heavy. They don't want to leave this behind the tee line and leave it as an opportunity for Eagles to freeze. So they just decided it's better off to be through the rings.
Definitely.
Still 13. You got it,
And Van Rysel just made a hit on a rock in the house, which eliminates the opportunity for BUCHALTER to score enough to come back in the game. So that game will end at 8-5 Van Rysel.
Hard straight. Hard straight. Hard straight. Hard straight. Head down hard. Hard.
Trying to get this by.
Trying to get.
And they just
they did get it by, but
yeah,
I'm not it hasn't got quite enough to get to the rings.
Not quite enough weight, and Riley's going to walk up here and figure out a way to get rid of these yellows.
So this will be a peel weight attempt. Try to run it across the front of the other yellow closest to the house and see if she can pick both of them out.
Yep. Okay, that's fine.
Just need to let that come up a little bit more to clip that one on the just off center.
Mm-hmm.
Put it back.
Not a bad call. I may be tempted to try and come right in on this side and bring it right to the tee line.
Yep, I agree. Or actually, I would have thought to even just come into the 8 foot, maybe biting 4, just to make sure you're leaving some space to draw.
Mm-hmm.
If you come to tee line and they freeze, your scoring area is pretty condensed by that point.
Yeah, I was actually thinking coming right, same line that they're taking
now.
now.
I see, around the corner to the tee line.
But
yes.
Bring it right to the tee line.
Yes.
There.
I was thinking around the middle and to the top 8.
Okay.
But yes, I think over there for sure to come to a little deeper than top 8.
Right, because there is a mass of rocks out there, and then you force Riley into making a decision on, does she still peel the one that's on close to the center line, or does she chase it?
Okay, just top 8, top 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now she's going to try and take away that opportunity to try and get into this side of the corner to score that extra point that they're going to need, because they do have to score 2 here.
Room. I think there's more than T. Top 4. Audrey's rock. Make sure. Okay, I don't know how to judge.
Line looks okay. It's just the weight.
Keep going. You got it.
Riley says, "I don't. Okay, I don't know how to judge weight." Well, you're not the sweeper, so. But she's just making fun of herself a little bit. She thought it was heavy.
Yeah. Not your job.
Not
Riley.
your job.
Not
That's
your
right.
job.
Yeah. Although I do suspect that skips get pretty good at judging weight from that angle. But it's still not their job.
Still not their job.
Okay, so now Sam's going to play a tap here.
She'll want to try and push this to make sure it's in for shot rock.
Where's it? Yup. Yeah. Little tight. Yeah, she's a little tight. Yup. Hard.
They're really going to have to get this.
Hard, you really got to go hard.
They really got to hold this to keep it on the nose at least.
Yeah.
A little bit of an overlap.
Okay, Shy.
Not horrible.
No, well, it does give her still a chance to promote either one of those. It's going to all depends on what happens here.
Line's good.
See where Emily
Wait
can get hers positioned.
We're out there right now. Curl. Okay, whoa.
Me.
Okay. I was hoping for a bit more rough. That's fine.
Yeah, I think Riley just called them off thinking it would chap it more, and now it actually ended up probably a little bit worse because now Samantha has the chance to hit and roll under.
Roll in. Yeah. As it turns out, just with the amount that it did hit it, a little bit of, if they could have swept it for straight, they might have been able to sneak it by and end up in the 4-foot. But
Yep. No. Yep.
Yep.
Hard, you guys. Hard. Really got to go, girls. Hard.
looks like she's going to be fairly close.
Roll.
Oh, she didn't get. Yeah, she came pretty close to that top red one.
She
didn't
did
get much roll.
Yeah. I don't think you could have got much more roll than that.
I agree.
Still just but yeah.
But at least with that, it forces Riley to have to make a play at it and maybe rolls a little more open and leaves Sam now the opportunity to actually get a full roll under all the stuff at the front.
That's right.
Control.
Because Samantha will have to hide her first rock somewhere in for shot rock because she does have to score 2 here. So.
Whoa. They're close.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
That one's moving a fair bit.
It is, yeah.
I don't know if she's...
This is a 12-7.
Oh, the weight's a little less than they were expecting, I think.
so. Yeah.
I'm surprised she's calling the guard here.
Mm-hmm.
I think if she... I mean, I guess it makes... well, then Riley's going to have to draw, and then Sam's going to have to try and follow her down and maybe even have to move it. Whereas I think if they try to maybe tap these a little bit in some way that...
Yeah, it just depends on... I'm not sure where... I guess you'd have to tap it across the center line to the edge of the button.
Yes.
And sit
or
there.
Yeah, or either on either the high side or the low side. I was also thinking if you come across the nose a little bit and tap it back, not so much that they could get a hit and roll under, but also enough that they don't have an angle for a double.
Yeah, that would be exact. Yeah, you just wouldn't want to tap it out into the open.
No. But I think by playing the guard, it's going to make Sam's last shot harder.
Yeah.
Than if they played the tap and moved some things around.
Hard, girls. Always swivel. Hard swivel. Hard, girls. Hard. Get in here. Hard, girls. Hard. Push. You're almost there. Go. Hard curl.
I don't know if got over quite far enough. They maybe play an in-turn there down the middle.
I wonder if you can get it through that in-turn, quiet weight.
Yeah.
Okay, leg control.
Yeah, she just needed like 3 feet more weight to get the curl, a little bit more curl.
Mm-hmm. The line was good. It was just, like you said, 3 feet more would have just brought it over another probably rock's width. So Riley BUCHALTER, her last rock, trying to navigate a bit of a port to take the yellow rock out.
That was a weird throw. That was a really weird throw.
Girl! 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 Girl!
Oh, and she just clips her own, but still gets the yellow, and now it's trying to look if there's anything here for Eagles to score 2.
Yeah, some roll in.
Yeah, is there...
That's all I see.
That's all I see too, Shala.
That's all I see. That's all I see, yeah.
10. Do you have an interaction? No. No, you don't. No. I think this is our only thing. Yep. Where do you have to hit it? Like here?
Yeah, I think the only way is 10 to stay in.
True, if I hit it too hard.
Because this one needs to stay in,
I
and the
need
one
to
that you throw
roll.
needs to stay in.
That's the issue. I don't know if I can roll that far. I don't think I have anything else though.
Well, you'll hit half. You roll to like here. You just need to be biting.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's worth a shot.
If I hit half, like here?
Yeah.
Okay. So like
with 10, you should be able to roll and stay in.
Okay.
You got it.
I throw my inside out
You
to
have
positive.
3.
Yeah, we're good.
Take your time.
I throw my inside out a bit more positive.
Yeah. You got it.
It's a good discussion between the two of them there about the weight call and how they had to hit it, and I think Shila's right. It is the only shot that they have to try to get 2, so they're going to play a control weight so that they can roll the shooter in, but have enough weight to get the red one out.
That's right.
This angle, and then the shooter's has to roll and be biting.
And they're thinking they have to hit half a rock.
Yeah, I would say they could afford maybe a hair less, actually, if anything, as well. Just because they could kind of hit the top side of the red one as well.
That's right. Just needs enough momentum to push it back. They're going to have to push it right out.
Yeah.
Because the shooter's not going to bite by much.
So final stone here in the 10th end.
Whoa.
Sam Eagles trying to make something out of this last rock.
Straight. Whoa, curl. All day curl.
Trying for 2. She's really quite close here.
Roll it in.
Does it spin back in?
Oh, does it spin? What a great try. Oh, what a really good try by Samantha Eagles, but that shooter will not quite hang around, and that will only be a single, so they will finish the game with a score of 7-6, and Riley BUCHALTER and team will move on into the Final Four tomorrow of this 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships. That was a battle of a game, back and forth, Sean.
It sure was.
It sure got entertaining even more in the second half, and we'll be back with more playoff action from this Provincial Junior Championships here in Brandon, Manitoba at the Brandon Curling Club. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. As we take a look at some of the games that happened today. Gerard and Norris, Brown and Allen, Campbell and Freeman, and of course the game that just finished, Eagles and BUCHALTER. And once again, we will see you again tomorrow for more action, and we will crown some Manitoba champions tomorrow. Have a good evening.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
New at Asham, load up and go with our redesigned curling broom bag on wheels. This bag's all-terrain heavy-duty wheels glide with ease. Its solid construction is durable and fits all your curling gear. Check out our website at asham.com.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canad Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canad Inns. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon and Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, the experts at McMahon and Yates make sure that you have everything you need for your next project, all delivered right to your door. McMahon and Yates. Make it better.
From small towns to big cities, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your chicken choice. And pizza choice. And salad choice. And so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon and Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, McMahon and Yates. Make it better.
Today's sponsor, Recycle Everywhere. You drink it, you bin it.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, that's real good. New at Asham, the Shore Glide Delivery Aid. Precision, stability, and style all in one. Available with or without Broom Caddy. With its durable design, it's built to last season after season. Check out our website at asham.com.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. The kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw, the Jets, the Bombers, the Gold Ice, or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba Sports Ticket Raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for $10, 10 for $25, or 40 for $50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to raffle.link/MB Curl Museum. Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.